fast morning. Oh my god, dude. I did. Hold on. Yo, what's good, YouTube? YouTube Premium. What's up, everyone? What's going on, guys? What the hell is getting pumped up right now? Oh my. Okay. Wait. I have to prepare. Maybe I might take longs off open, guys. Hold on. What the hell, dude, guys? I wasn't at my setup for 2 minutes because I had to go do something. And I come back to the biggest candle ever. I'm like, nah, no way. I'm sure I'll be fine to step away for 2 seconds, right? So I can go do something real quick. And bro, like, why does this always happen to me, bro? But yeah. Oh my goodness, what a pump for what though? I know yesterday we had like a sell off and everything, so maybe volume is a little bit better, but damn, I was not expecting this. Anyways, let me kind of prepare here a little bit. Yeah, guys, I'm looking at long. I'm not in. I'm looking at longs. With all of this buying pressure off this 15-minute inverse, I know we have some above that might hold us back, but with enough buying pressure, obviously we can always anticipate getting an earlier entry and anticipate that we inverse it. You know what I mean? With the buying pressure given in the markets. But yeah, guys, give me 1 second. I'm gonna be quiet for 2 seconds. I just gotta make sure that I'm like super locked in here and make sure that I have everything all set up and ready, just in case we do end up getting the long position like literally off the rip. You know what I mean? But yeah, dude, what the hell? Okay, let me just make sure everything looks good. 1 sec, guys. 1 sec. I'm all over the place right now. Okay, YouTube looks good. Let me see. Okay, we're about to pump up again. I don't even have time to make sure everything is good. I just gotta hope for the best. I just gotta hope for the best and just make sure everything looks good. Okay. All right, but yeah, guys, I'm looking at longs on NQ. Hover your mouse over the buy button because I'm about to enter once we get the impulse above this inverse here, off the 15-minute inverse right here. But dude, why, bro? Why do we get these pumps so hard, bro? Okay, guys, pay attention. All right, I'm in these longs. Oh, I got the entry. Damn. It's whatever. It's all good. All right, but yeah, guys, I'm entering NQ longs here with all of the buying pressure that we have. I don't know if I got too early of an entry or too late of an entry. So we're gonna find out very soon. All right, guys. But yeah, I'm gonna look to see if I can get some longs off of this inverse over here. And see what I can work with. All right, guys. But yeah, I am in NQ longs at 25,864. All right, guys. I'm in NQ longs at 25,864. Now, keep in mind, this one is a little bit of a risky entry because I am anticipating 2 inverses to the upside. So keep that in mind. But with all of the buying pressure and everything, I do want to take it. I do want to take that risk and see what I can get us. All right, guys. But yeah. Now, in the meantime, let me make sure that my YouTube is started. What's up, YouTube, guys? What's going on? Hopefully, you guys join intensely this trade idea. And hopefully it plays out. You know what I mean? It's a little bit of a risky one, but with all the given buying pressure, obviously our odds should be more with us. You know what I mean? Since we have a lot of gas in the tank, just like that, baby. Let's go. Come on. Wait, what? Just like that, guys. All right, I'm going to scale there. Okay, guys, I scaled some contracts out of there. Very, very nice pump up. Very, very nice, guys. Very, very nice. I went ahead and scaled for some profits for a quick trade. Just because this trade is a little bit riskier, I am going to secure some profits a little bit sooner. But yeah, hopefully you guys are scaling and hopefully you guys are paying attention to this pump as we continue going higher. And yeah. All right, guys. All right. Now, if you guys want, you can move your stop loss break even. I personally feel like it's a little bit too soon. But do as you please. You know what I mean? Do as you please. I definitely don't want to risk giving anything back. If anything, I can always look for another trade today with all the given volume. I just feel like this trade is super messy and everything, but I still really like it a lot. But yeah, let me go and put out that. See. All right, guys. I got stopped out of break even. But yeah, very quick trade. Honestly, not bad. Let me go and put it out real quick, guys. 1 sec. What else? But yeah, I'm gonna look for another trade. I know this one was a little bit quick and a little bit more of a scalp, but like I said, this trade just was a little bit risky. I did like the buying pressure, which is why I took it, but definitely a little bit risky. All right, guys, just so you guys know. Hold on, let me put it up real quick. Now it can still run. You guys don't have to do break even. I did break even personally because obviously I don't want to be risking too much, especially to start the week. But if I have to look for another trade, I mean, there's like a million other inverses to the upside that we can also look to take. So it's not really a big deal. All right, guys. So if you guys just win and this thing continues running higher, you guys can for sure continue taking it. All right, guys. But for me, I ended up getting stuff that break even. One second, guys. Yeah, not a bad way to start the morning. Honestly, it was a little bit messy, of course, a little bit fast because of that pump up, but we got it going. We got it going. But yeah, like I said, let me see if I can cook something up for like another trade up for you guys. Just in case you guys might have gotten out of break even with me as well. Now I'm up to 222 on the day, which honestly I will take to start the week. Um, but I'm gonna see. I'm obviously gonna stay on for a little bit longer to see if I can get you guys one more trade going. Maybe I can, you know what I mean? With this given volume. Now, like I said, if you guys are still holding, feel free to keep holding for the next price target. I mean, with all the buying pressure that we have going on, we can probably get another pump here. So yeah, just keep that in mind. All right, guys. But yeah, how you guys doing in the chat? How you guys doing in the chat? Green 1200 on 5 evals. Not bad, not bad. Barely got it. Yeah, at least you got it, bro. At least you got it. All right, guys. Quick 500 on account. Yeah, no, like I said, guys, this one was really, 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 really quick. But we saw the profits. You know what I mean? We did see the profits on that one. How did you size 10? Because I took skills and I got started at break even. Took quick 200 on 10 account. By the way, guys, if you guys are green, guys, go post your profits over in the profit channel. Like I said, I'm gonna try to get you guys one more trade going. Maybe not off of this inverse up here. I'm gonna wait for us to take out 912 since we're right around the corner for it. I'm gonna wait till we take it out and see what reaction we get, and maybe I can get another trade for you guys. All right, guys. As long as the buying pressure looks good, you know what I mean. But I'm gonna wait till we take out 912 to get you guys another trade idea, and then we go from there. But in the meantime, if you guys are green on the day so far, and you guys want to go ahead and post your profits, it's in this profit channel right over here. If you guys want to go ahead and share it, all right, guys, to see how you guys are doing so far to start the day. Now I was not expecting a pump up like this, so I'm a little bit shocked. But both ES and NQ still look really bullish. I'm pretty positive that we should be able to at least wait. No, let me not say anything. I was gonna say we should be able to see a red to green flip mainly because of ES. But we are working with somewhat of a DOL at 872, which is also why I took profits a little bit sooner. To make 222 on the day. So if we're able to hold above this 872 level, we should be able to go straight into 912. Keyword should be. All right, but yeah, just like I said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wait till we see this level of liquidity here, or if we get a reaction from 872, in fact, because we have fair value gaps both to the upside and to the downside that we can probably get a trade from. Now, the one to the downside would be more of a mission because it is a huge fair value gap, over 100 points for sure. So to inverse this would be literally something else. But just like how we're kind of expecting here, we are getting more of a red to green candle flip. So if you guys are still in these longs, obviously it's your risk. You know, I don't know where you guys have your stop loss placed. Maybe at the point where we had our stop loss, or I don't know. You know what I mean? But if you guys are still holding, look to hold until 912. As long as we're able to hold above 872, like I said, we should be good to go. But yeah, and ES finally got the 15-minute inverse, so we should have a little bit more gas in the tank to at least see 912. It's just a matter of when, you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to find out. But yeah, I took a small 5-minute fair value gap, great start. Oh yeah, I saw that fair value gap. It was inside of the 15 minutes, so for me, I just waited for the 15-minute. But yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get you guys one more trade going. All right, guys. But so far, not a bad way to start the week. I know it was fast, but you guys have to be paying attention. You know what I mean? There's not much more I can do. Hold on, let me fix this issue, bro, because it's always something when someone can't hear. So in the meantime, I'll wait for a setup. Let me kind of just. Hold on. One sec, guys. One sec, cause I gotta. Okay. By the way, is anyone still in? By chance? Yeah. Lovro asked the same question. Is anyone still in these longs by chance, or did you guys get stopped at a break even? Yes. Yes. Okay. So a lot of you guys are still in. Okay. 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 Wow. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Everyone's still in that. What the hell? Okay. Okay. Maybe I took profits a little bit too early then. But yeah, hey, we're breaking it past the highs. We're about to inverse this 15-minute gap here. Like I said, guys, if you guys are still in, look to hold until. Hold on. Let me kind of put this back here. Look to hold until 912. 912 is going to be your next price target, which is also targeting the next 15-minute gap above. All right, guys. So if you guys are still in, 912 is your price target. Oh, and it seems like the indicator also got this exact trade, but off the 5-minute. Yeah, off the 5-minute. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Off the 5-minute. Now, if you guys still in, obviously we're getting a little bit of a. We're trying to sweep liquidity, so be a little bit careful. Make sure you guys have your stop loss somewhere near the entry, so you don't obviously give back green to red. All right, guys. I don't want to hear anyone saying here, "Oh, but that was green." Obviously, be careful. You know what I mean? Like I said, the whole reason as to why I took profits a little bit early, I'm not up as much as I usually am, but hey, I'll take any dollar in the market. Is because obviously our price target was quite close, and we also traded inside of a fair value gap. So this trade was a little bit risky to start off, although it played out. It was a little bit risky, but we anticipated with the buying pressure that we were going to continue going higher into the price targets, in which we hit, and then I took. All right, so I feel like I can get one more trade going, with you guys, but we gotta see the reactions first. Obviously, the market just opened less than 15 minutes ago. You know what I mean? But yeah. Anyways, what else was I gonna do? Oh yeah. So what I'm gonna do now, guys, is I'm gonna delete this fair value gap here since we kind of already entered off of it, and we're not really gonna be using it anymore. And I kind of want to be paying attention to a reaction from this gap here. Maybe we get a retracement before we seek higher, because the one thing that's telling us that's gonna go higher, guys, is ES. Although NQ is getting a little bit weak here, we're losing a little bit of buyer interest here, a little bit. Obviously, we took out the level of liquidity and we're rejecting off a fair value gap. If you pay attention over to ES, it's not giving up. Like, it wants to go higher. It's pretty much telling NQ, hey, I know you took out your price targets, but I haven't, so I want to go up. All right, so we're gonna see who wins this kind of SMT here. We have a long way to go to get an SMT divergence on ES, but on NQ we are obviously getting it over here into a 5-minute inverse, which we're gonna be paying attention to. Now, let me delete this just in case because I'm not in longs anymore. But I do want to see how we react off this 5-minute gap. Maybe we can get another DOL, not DOL, another inverse from a DOL sweep from 872. Because if you guys are paying attention here, you guys might realize that we haven't taken out a single level of liquidity to the downside. So if we get the same amount of pressure that we got to the upside, to the downside, then we could probably get another inverse into shorts. So I'm gonna pay attention to it. I'm gonna see what we can do here. Now, I'm a little bit more into a 50-50 to see whether if we can even get a trade or not, or a trade into shorts at least. Because the thing is that one is bullish while one is very bearish. NQ is trying to be very, very bearish here. It's just trying to dump down like crazy, which it has the aggression to. I mean, obviously, we can see the volume coming into this candle, like the speed, the size, and everything. It looks like it wants to do something. But ES, on the other hand, it's not really going to let NQ go down all in one go, right? It's always something. You know what I mean? It's always something. But the thing that we're looking at here on ES that we're kind of getting an understanding for is ES, like I said, the example, right? ES is kind of telling NQ, hey, I know you took out your objectives above, but I haven't. It's not fair to me, so I'm going to go up. So that's why you guys see NQ struggling to sell off here, because ES is not letting it. All right, think about, like, I've explained this example like 20 times last week, but think about them kind of just like fighting each other, right? One is trying to go up, one is trying to go down. So now it's our job to wait it out and see which one has more aggression, right? Because obviously you guys see here on the 5-minute time frame, ES has a full buying candle, but if you look at NQ on the 5-minute time frame, it's completely different, right? One is trying to go up, one is trying to go down. So now for us, we need to wait to see what the actual reaction will be. Will NQ take control, or will ES take control and make NQ go higher up into 912? All right, guys. So now it's really all a matter of just waiting.
But we had a pretty good start to the morning. I won't lie. I'm really happy with this alert. Although it was fast, I kind of like it like that. Because that just means that we don't have to be waiting all day for a setup and the chop comes along. But yeah. By the way, guys, tomorrow, for those that don't, chill, bro. But no, seriously though, guys, tomorrow is CPI. Is anyone in here trading CPI tomorrow or no? Like the CPI news itself at 8:30. Yeah, nah, hell yeah. Got to evals. Okay, so it's like a 50-50. Some people aren't, some people are. Um, my tip to you guys is if you guys don't care about evals and you guys want to get it passed in 1 second like this, that was a pretty good snap. I'm not gonna lie. If you guys want to pass it really, 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 really fast, trade CPI tomorrow with evals. With evals. For those that don't know, maybe you guys are new to trading, maybe you guys are new to the premium and you guys haven't heard of CPI. For those that don't know, CPI happens once a month alongside FOMC, which these two news. Let me see. Did you record last week? Yeah, I record everything, Minty. I record everything. But okay. So for those that don't know, FOMC and CPI happen once every single month. All right. And for those that don't know, FOMC and CPI are one of the most insane, craziest, looked up to news every single month. There's no news that will come out ever that will ever compare to the amount of interest and volume that CPI and FOMC brings into the markets. So tomorrow it's one of those news, which is CPI. So the thing I'm trying to tell you guys is if you guys have evals and you guys aren't really trying to trade and wait a few days to pass them and blah, blah, and pass them in one go, the good thing about CPI is that it literally goes like you enter a minute before CPI and it will pump or dump 200 points before you even blink, before you even it happens so fast that it just allows you to pass a bunch of evals in 1 second instead of having to find a setup, wait for the entry, and then what I mean, all that stuff. So if you guys do want to try to trade it and pass some evals, honestly, CPI is probably your best bet to pass the things. Obviously, if you guys want to look to pass them fairly quick. All right, but yeah. Now it kind of seems like ES is kind of winning the S&T a little bit here. We can see that buyers are gaining a little bit more control here on NQ. We went from a bullish to bearish to bullish bias, mainly because of 872. So we're pretty much just waiting here to see what we can do. By the way, are you guys still in? I'm assuming you guys oh my goodness. I'm assuming for the people that are still holding, you guys probably just have the same stop loss, which was at 820. So let me know if you guys are still in this. Continuation, it seems like it. There's not much how you can really take there after continue. I mean, well, you could have taken the 5-minute fair rally gap, but I'll just wait for the next setup. You know what I mean? You still in? Not bad, not bad. You guys stopped at a break even. Just hit the take profit. Yeah. So you guys should be, if you guys are still in, obviously you guys should be looking to take some skills around this area. And yeah, let me go ahead and put this out real quick. In the things for the people that are probably still in. There you go. Yeah. So 812 just got hit. So now we should be able. I would love to take longs off of 920, but I think I'm just gonna skip out on that one. I don't want to be forcing out anything on my end, even if I'm not ready for it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I definitely don't want to be rushing anything out. But if you guys are still in these longs, with runners, consider either taking full profits around this area or scaling most of your contracts. All right, guys. So just so you guys can secure most of your profits here. All right, guys. You guys should be up about 50 points. What the hell? Okay, well, about 70. Well, it depends on your entry. About, maybe 50 to 70. Oh, wait, 60 to 70. All right, guys, I'm just having something up here. Let's see. But yeah, guys, not a bad way to start the morning. Hopefully, this entire week goes like this and not like last week, guys. Hopefully. But yeah, hopefully you guys are chilling. Hopefully you guys are smiling with this trade and all that good stuff. Yeah. Anyways, okay, so now that we're getting more of a reaction based off 912, we can start working with the potential like better setup. Because you guys know I was waiting for 912 first. I didn't really want to take like I was considering, yeah, sure, if we sold off from 872, then sure, I might take something. I mean, maybe into shorts. But 912 is such a better level because I mean it's an extra level of liquidity that we went ahead and took out. You know what I mean? So yeah, your break even now. Okay, perfect. So yeah, really good call on your end, Storm. So yeah, for anyone still holding runners, I'm assuming you guys are probably still in like maybe one or two. Obviously, guys, start going break even here if you guys haven't already. All right, guys, it's obviously the smartest thing to do here. All right, but yeah, let me see. Someone said here, hey David, is there a max? I'm assuming profit. Is there a max amount of profits that you can win in profits per day on a past account? Or does anyone know? Yes, on a past account, you need to respect the 30% rule for the first 6 payouts. So this screenshot should help you out. Now, obviously, you don't have to make exactly this number, but try not to be too far away from it. Max per day. All right, just so you don't get your payout denied due to the 30% rule. All right, my man. But yeah. Should we possibly look for shorts? You could. You could off 912. Now, obviously, you need a reaction first. You can't just be like, oh, hey, we took out 912. Let's do shorts. No. We need a reaction first, right? And we just took out 912. So obviously, give the market a little bit of time to really breathe here, and see what reactions we get, the momentum, the volume, what we want to do, and then we go from there. All right, guys. After 6 payouts, yes, actually, I actually learned about that rule last week. Actually, when on Thursday, on Thursday, I learned about it. After 6 payouts, the 30% rule just completely disappears. Like you can make whatever you want and still request it with no issue, which is insane. I promise you guys, I review the rules and everything, and I have never read that rule. I have never seen it. So yeah, it's good to know actually. So yeah, for anyone wondering, after 6 payouts on the account that you're using, the 30% rule disappears, which means that if you make $1 million with this entire pump up right now, you can request that $1 million right now, which is crazy. I literally didn't know about that. Let me see, 97 points for TP2, the first indicator trade of the week. Bro, that ass AI is gonna take the job, bro. Because yeah, no. For those that don't know, if you guys have the indicator and maybe you guys had it on or off, but for those that don't know, the indicator ended up catching longs from the 5-minute inverse right here. So we ended up catching longs from 8:55 when the indicator caught longs from 8:25. Now, obviously, yes, the indicator caught 8:25 or 30-point earlier entry, but it was a riskier one. Obviously, you're taking longs from a 5-minute gap when there's a 50-minute right above it. So, obviously, you get the point. You know what I mean? But yeah, are you trading CPI tomorrow? I'm gonna trade tomorrow. I don't trade CPI because I don't have any evals. I don't really have a point to really trade CPI. You know what I mean? But yeah. David, on my trading journal with a copy trader, should I do P&L per account? It's really up to you. I mean, if you're making money on all accounts, you might as well track all of them. You know what I mean? Why would you say, hey guys, I only made $600 today when you made $6,000, for example? You know what I mean? Someone said here, tell us how to trade CPI. Okay, well, I've actually talked about it before. But okay, so in the meantime, while we wait for our next setup to kind of play out here, let me kind of tell you guys a little strategy here that you guys can potentially take or use to maybe pass your evals. All right, it's super simple. All right, now you guys know if you guys have ever traded CPI in the past, right? Oh, and by the way, bro, whoever posted this, I can't really rename because I have streamer mode on. But bro, if you're this green, bro, guys, post your profits over in the profit channel if you guys are green on the day. All right, guys, if you guys are good, guys, go post your profits over here in the profit channel. All right, guys. But yeah, anyways, let me tell you guys something. So for CPI, right? What's it called? What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, okay. So the strategy for CPI is okay. So you guys know when CPI comes out or when any big news comes out, the market typically goes crazy for the first 3 seconds, right? It goes up, down, up, down, up, down, 100 points up, 100 points down, 100 points up, 100 points down, right, guys? So the strategy is what you could do is set limit orders for CPI. I would say a safe amount is about 50 points above the price 10 seconds before CPI comes out. So for example, it's 8:29. You guys know CPI comes out at 8:30. It's 8:29, right? It's 8:29 and 45 seconds. What you're gonna do is 50 points away from where the price is sitting at before CPI comes out, you're gonna place a 50 point limit order above and below, which means that when CPI comes out, right, price is gonna go crazy, 30 points up, 30 points down, whatever. You miss out on that indecision, right? Once the market decides what CPI did, if it's bullish or bearish, and the market pumps up, once it pumps up, you don't have to react because you have limit orders. The market will do the reacting for you. So it's like, okay, hey, we pumped up 50 points. I'm gonna go ahead and enter for you. So you don't have to worry about a day entry. You don't have to worry about missing out on the move because you weren't paying attention or whatever. The limit orders do it for you. All right, guys. So and the good thing about CPI is everything happens in the span of 30 seconds, right? So if the market does that whole pump dump thing and then it comes out bullish and it fills your limit order, literally by the time that you process that you got filled, you already passed your accounts because the market, it literally teleports. Like it goes from, let's say for example, 800 to 950 in a blink of an eye. It just pumps up 150 points just like nothing. All right. So by the time that you react, you're probably going to have your accounts passed already, right? Because what are the chances that we pump up 50 points in your entry and we continue going up? You know what I mean? But yeah. So that's how I would trade CPI. That's actually how I've traded CPI in the past when I used to trade evals. Trying to pass them. So yeah, if you guys want to use it, by all means, go ahead. You know what I mean? But isn't there slippage? Yeah, but I mean, you're gonna get filled eventually. You know what I mean? So would you rather get slippage on a limit order where it fills you instantly, or would you rather get slippage by the time you react to the market, by the time you hesitate, you're like, oh my gosh, should I enter? Whatever. It's gonna be too late. So you might as well set limit orders, and yeah, you're probably gonna get slippage by like a few points, but you know what I mean? That comes with trading CPI. You know what I mean? There's no avoiding the slippage part. I mean, so for me, that's a strategy for evals. Do we take the upcoming setup on ES? I think I'm gonna stay away from ES. Last week kind of humbled me, a little bit with ES. I don't really like trading it too much. It's a little slow. But yeah. So are you someone said here, I think Apex is bugging with the eval drawdown. For me, it seems fine. Yeah, for me, it's showing the numbers. How do you place a limit order on Tradevate? Super simple. Go on the chart, hover over the price that you would like to get bought at. Click on your mouse, and it's gonna say buy the amount of contracts that you have set, limit or market, or it's gonna say sell number of contracts, market. You just put it 50 points above and below from where the price is, and that's it. You set a limit order. That's simple. Where do you set your TP and stop loss for CPI? Oh, no. There's no stop loss in CPI, bro. It's either you pass or you fail, bro. There is no stop loss in CPI because either you're going to pass your account in a blink of an eye or you're going to fail it in a blink of an eye. So yeah, bro, there's really no in between. There's no take profit. There's no stop loss. Either you pass it or you fail it, bro. So are you going to limit order below where price currently is? Well, me, no, I'm not going to trade CPI. Now, I'm only saying this for the people that might be interested in trading evals for CPI, but other than that, not really. I'm not really too interested. So once you get filled, do you close and exit all your other orders? Yeah. You would delete the other orders because obviously you don't want to be getting filled on them because the market chose upside. I mean, yo, Blast, you should do evals on firms you've been wanting to try. I don't really care enough, bro. David, do you enjoy slippage? No, I don't, bro. I don't. Now, let me catch up with the chat. I know there's a lot of you guys probably asked the questions, but I have to catch up with the current chat right now. What should we size for CPI? I mean, dude, you might as well go heavy on it, bro. Like what, like 20, 25? I'll say 20. 20 is enough. 20 is enough. Is this a limit order? Yes, that is a limit order. So if you want to take longs, you would click buy limit order, and then if you want to take shorts, you will click sell. So pretty much what that does is when the market goes into that price, instead of you having to watch the markets, wait for a reaction, hesitate, enter, and everything, the market will just enter for you. You know what I mean? David, may we please go over the trade that we took? Yeah, it's super simple. This trade was super simple. Now, like I did say, this trade, in the meantime, while we wait for our next setup, and by the way, let me check the profit channel. All right, you guys are green. You guys are chilling. All right, cool. I'm just making sure. Okay, so this trade was super simple. I'm just gonna quickly just summarize it. Nothing crazy. Now there's two things behind this trade. I personally, yes, I like this trade. This trade was amazing. I really liked it. Now, you might have noticed that I did say that it was risky. Let me explain why. Now, why did I like this trade? Well, first of all, looking at market open, if you even look at the 1 minute time frame, you can see that each and every single minute, 54 points. 50 points. Like, we have a lot of volume coming into the market open, which shows a lot of interest in buying pressure, which is just enough to want to take longs, right? Now, you mix that with us taking out the two levels of liquidity at 764 and 785. And since we're holding above it with still a lot of buying pressure, that gives us our bullish bias to know what direction we're interested in, right? Which is obviously the upside, right? We have no DOL sweep, we have a ton of buying pressure, we're holding above the level of liquidity. Okay, so we have our main confirmations. Now you mix that with the 15-minute inverse, and boom, you have yourself a beautiful setup coming into market open, right? Now, what more can we do here? Well, what made this trade risky? Well, check this out. Our first price target was not the greatest, right? But obviously, it's either you like it or you don't, right? You take it or you don't, right? For me, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna anticipate it. I'm totally fine taking profits a little bit sooner, even though I might not be trading with the best risk reward for the first price target on this trade. I don't care because I'm pretty confident that we're gonna go up. Our odds, you guys might have heard me say this, our odds were in our favor, right? And why do I say this? Well, guys, check this out. The buying pressure, it tells you literally everything. All right, guys. Literally the buying pressure tells you everything. This tells you that we have enough gas in the tank to go from point A to point B. Where's point A to point B? Entry to price target. We have enough gas to hit it. In fact, we hit the price target in like 0.3 seconds. All right, so I'm like, you know what? I'll take it. You know what I mean? So I took the entry. It was a little bit risky. And another reason why it was a little bit risky is because, first of all, yeah, our price target was right around the corner, which we were confident in hitting, which is why we took the trade in the first place. But we also had another fair value gap right over here in which we could have rejected from. So for those wondering, David, why did you take profit so early? Why are you only up 222 on the day? Which it's not really only. I mean, I'm still up 222 on the day. That's a lot of money. I mean, it's because I took profits early because I noticed that we hit the price target. I went ahead and took it, and then I got stopped out of break even. All right, guys. So I was pretty happy with this trade. Now, at some point, I did see about $390 in profits. So it could have been executed a little bit better, but you know what? Shit happens. You know what I mean? It's way better than being red, so I'll take anything. But yeah, that pretty much summarizes this trade. So it was literally a matter of the buys being found here off of this reaction, the buying pressure giving us the interest, the buying pressure also telling us that we're probably going to go higher into the next price target, and the fair value gap just telling us where to enter. We entered, enough buying pressure, straight into the price target, boom, winning trade. All right. But yeah, David, oh yeah, no, I'm not taking that 5 minute. Are you crazy? Nah, I'm good off that, bro. I'm good. But yeah, unfortunately, though, did the indicator pick up the trade? 100%. In fact, it picked up the trade even earlier than we did because we got an entry around 8:55. The indicator got an entry around 8:25. So if you go on the 5 minute time frame and you turn on the indicator, you will see that it's probably still in longs. And you will see it based off this 5 minute gap here. So you're probably gonna see the indicator mark out longs from here because it's still in it. It's still in. So let me see. Let it load real quick. Let me delete this just so you guys can know what the indicator is marking out. In the meantime, I'm gonna drink some water. Well, actually, the indicators found a whole nother thing here. But let me use the replay feature. Hold on. Look, the indicator called longs here. Let it load real quick. Hold on. The indicator ended up catching it off of this here. One sec. Wait, hold on. I know I caught it because, I mean, Hanif caught it, right? Yeah, he did. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It should be off this one here. All right, let me see. Okay, yeah, it caught it right there. For some reason, though, like it showed the entry for a split second. Hold on, let me show you guys. The thing is, for the next update, we already know about this issue where it finds an entry, and when it hits the entry, for some reason, it doesn't stay for the entry. So we have to fix that part. But what I'm pretty much talking about right here, guys, is let it load real quick. Every time I restart my chart, it has to load the whole script. But you guys can see right here, it took longs from this inverse here. The only thing is from 825, just like how we mentioned. The only thing is that when it gets to entry, it kind of loses it. Like it doesn't leave it marked out. So we have to fix that part. Right? We definitely have to fix that part. And in the meantime, while we're trying to fix that part, guys, we're also working, or we're trying to work on a notification feature, which pretty much means that you don't have to be on the chart for it to like, if it finds a setup, it will send you a notification. Hey, there's a setup here on the 5-minute time frame. Hey, there's a setup on the 15-minute time frame, and so on. Right? Maybe we took a level of liquidity. Hey, the bias is bullish. Whatever. So we're trying to work on that, but we'll see how it goes out, how it comes out. Overall. But yeah. Entry on the 5-minute at 864 was for the long at 864. I'm not really too interested in anything for longs or anything right now. I'm kind of just waiting for the market to slow down a little bit to see what it wants to do and how it wants to react. And depending on the reaction, then we can get our buys. But for now, I'm not really rushing another trade until we see. I mainly want to trade off of this one here. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This setup here is gonna take a fat minute. Not only is the volume, it seems like. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. I went away. Bro, I hate that feeling when my eyes are all watery. Anyways, what I was gonna say was I would love to take an inverse off this 5-minute gap here, but if you guys zoom into the markets, you guys could probably see that it's kind of. I hate when they go away, dude. It sucks, dude. Now my eyes are all watery, bro. Anyways, so back to what I was saying. So, guys, right here we are technically bearish, right? I mean, obviously we're working off not only a fair value gap rejection, well, kind of a fair value gap rejection. We kind of inversed it, but we can see the rejection here. But the main thing is the 912 rejection, right? Kind of like a reversal. The market is trying to gain its bearish buys from 912, right? So what can we do off this given case here? Well, if we're rejecting off 912 with a DOL sweep confirmed, right? We're holding price is holding below it, or at least it's trying to, right? And by the way, bro, Stephanie, if you're green like that, guys, once again, if you guys are green, guys, go push your profits over in the profit channel. All right, guys. Hopefully everyone in here to caught this trade with me. But yeah, anyways, back to what I was saying. So pretty much what I'm trying to see here, guys, is a good hold below 912 with a DOL sweep, which we have. We just need a hold, and what I mean by a hold is constant break below previous lows, which just tells us that sellers are in control, sellers are interested, sellers are there, stepping in, breaking past the lows. So what I want to see is enough selling pressure from the DOL sweep from 912 into this 5-minute fair value gap, into an inverse, into lower. Because if you guys pay attention, you guys might notice that ever since we opened today, which was about 40 minutes ago, we haven't taken out a single low to the downside, right? So we have a lot of room for downside. The only thing is we also need volume, and we also need an entry. So the entry part, we have it. The bias part, we also have it. We have everything. The only thing that's missing is the volume. All right, we don't have enough volume to really inverse this 100-point fair value gap here. So it could take all day. Maybe it could be tomorrow. Maybe it could be Wednesday. Maybe we never inverse it for the next month. Who knows? But this fair value gap here, I'm very interested in inversing it. It's just a matter of when. All right, because I don't want to take longs because, I mean, for this morning, we've already taken out so many levels of liquidity to the upside. And it really has you question like, hey, how much higher do we really want to go? I mean, shit, we already took out a lot of objectives to the upside. And it seems like buyers are kind of losing their control. So longs are definitely out of the picture. So if longs are out of the picture, obviously, if it's not one thing, it's the other, right? Yeah, shorts. But the thing is we have such a big setup and not as much volume to support it that it's like, I mean, it's going to take a while. That's the only problem. So we'll see what we can do here. You know what I mean? If you zoom out, we swept the overnight low, formed the SMT with the previous New York AM low with the ES and just ran on open. Let me see. So if you zoom out, I'm not really seeing any lows taken, especially on the higher time frame. I don't know why there's no drawdown though. Yeah, a lot of you guys have been saying that Apex doesn't have a drawdown right now. I mean, shit. If anyone wants to test it to see if you can surpass the drawdown, I mean, who knows? Maybe it's a little glitch or something. Who knows? I mean, I'm not gonna test it. I tested it. Did you blow your account or no? Let me see. Someone said a question here about Germany. I stay in Germany. Do I have to edit the session time on the indicator for Asia and London? I'm not sure, but just to be safe, you don't really need to set your time zone like that. It doesn't matter. So what you should do is, hold on, let the Steam notification go away. Okay, there you go. So what you should do is go to your trading view. Down here where it says time zone, just click UTC5, which is New York, and then the indicator should just adjust it to all of us. Just so you know, just so you're sure. You know, because I don't know. I don't know if it works like that. Unless Hanif can answer that for you. No, just change the trading view to New York instead. Yeah, okay. So yeah, just change your time zone to New York. And this goes for everyone because I know a lot of you guys in here may be in Europe or somewhere else in the world that's not the New York time zone. So guys, real quick, if you guys have the indicator and you're using it, click down here. It's not gonna change your sessions. It's not gonna change anything. Just click down here, click time zone, click New York, UTC 5, UTC-5. And then it will just change it to New York and it'll make the indicator pretty much read the correct levels. All right, guys. But yeah, let me see what else we have here. In the meantime, while we wait for the thing. Now, like I said, guys, before I answer your questions, the volume is definitely slowing down. So it definitely is killing my interest a little bit in the markets. Unless we get like a random impulse anywhere, maybe I take my profits and run. You know what I mean? But yeah. Anyways, 2 evals blown, bro. All right. So yeah, guys, don't just because you don't have a draw on Apex doesn't mean that you can't blow your accounts. Anyways, let me see here. Can you post your chart setup before CPI news, David? Well, CPI does no. There's no setup for CPI. It's a gamble. It's either you take longs or you take shorts. There's no winning in there. There's no chart that will tell you, hey, CPI is gonna be bullish. No. No lines, no fair value gaps, no trend lines, no support and resistance, no supply and demand matters when it comes to CPI. It's whatever the economy is doing. All right. So, or I think CPI is inflation. I think I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't know what CPI goes for. I think FOMC is inflation. I don't know, but yeah, the whole point is there's no chart set up before CPI news or during CPI news. It's either you take longs or you take shorts, and you have to hope that you're right. It's literally a gamble. It's a 50-50. David, can you make the indicator work pre-New York? We can. We just choose not to. Now, before you attack us and say, oh, but I want trader. No. We've noticed. I mean, I've done countless hours of back testing. And our strategy, the one that we always trade, obviously, I get it. Maybe you trade RP strategy, the 8 a.m. candle, the 15-minute break or something. I don't really know his strategy all that much. But for me, with my backtesting and everything, I've noticed that during Asia, during London, and during the pre-market session, during the New York session, the indicator is not as consistent. Yes, I get it. You might get 1 or 2 winning trades. Obviously, I mean, I'm sure after like 20 trades, you might as well get 1 winning trade. You know what I mean? But consistently though, it doesn't really play out as much because there's just a lack of volume, especially during Asia. Maybe during London it's a little bit better, but still there's not enough volume to really back up the strategy. With DOL sweeps, with liquidity lies and all that stuff, it's not really all that strong. So if you guys are looking for a high win rate, thing, we have it turned off for Asia, London, and the pre-market New York because it's just not consistent. All right, guys. Obviously, I'm not gonna tell you guys, oh, hey, the indicator's so good, and then it gives you like 20 setups during the overnight session, and none of them play out because of the volume. You know what I mean? So we have it turned off. We only have it working during 9:30 till 5, which is when the market closes. All right, guys. But yeah, hopefully you guys understand. But I mean, it's more of a. For example, okay, another one of my examples, right? For example, you have a car, right? Any car. When you guys floor your car, let's say you go from first gear to 8th gear, straight foot on the floor, right? The car is not gonna go to its limits because it's not safe. You know what I mean? So same thing goes for the indicator. Yeah, we can like I guess you can say tune the indicator to work during Asia, but it's not gonna be safe. It's not gonna be consistent. It's not gonna be safe, and it's not what we want. All right, so yeah. I know what we're talking about. Yo, but I like seeing examples, bro. It's fun to me. Let me see. Yeah, if volume is moving like Sunday nights, it's pretty good. The thing is, it's just not. It's not gonna happen every time. You're gonna have like one good Sunday every 2 months. You know what I mean? This hack with the indicator. All right, yo. but yeah. David, why didn't you enter at the 5-minute IFG that was formed right now? I mean, I'm just kind of waiting for more of a reaction in the market. I don't really like any of the volume right now. Not now. Oh, like earlier, like off the because I didn't really want to inverse this 5-minute here when we had a 15-minute inside of the 5-minute. So I would just rather inverse the 5-minute for confirmation that buyers are in, and then inverse the 15-minute for the last confirmation, which would be for the entry. Yep. Yeah. So it's just to be safe. You know what I mean? Dude, it's like it's 10 in the morning, bro. What do you mean you're drunk? All right, bro. Hey David, I requested a payout. Wait, hold up. Hey David, wait. What's your question? Oh, right here, David. I requested a payout, but it got denied because of Thursday's shorts. So you made a lot of money. Okay, okay, okay. So you made a shit ton of money then. That's pretty much what you're trying to tell us. Should I trade another 8 days and request again? Yeah, trade another 8 days. I mean, well, how much money did you make on Thursday? Because if you made like 10K, then there's a whole different thing that we have to worry about here. But if you made like an extra few $100 on that trade from your limit, then you're good. I'm confused about the bearish FEG you have up. Which one? This one? We already pushed through it. Well, I haven't really paid attention to it, so I haven't really deleted it. But I just have it here as a reference. I'm not really gonna use it. I just have it as a reference. For David, only America exists. Okay, yeah, you're right. You're actually right. But still, bro, it's Monday. Like, you're getting drunk on a Monday, bro. Come on now. The week just started, bro. Yo, this dude on it, bro. David, do you support? I support everyone, bro. If you're happy with it, bro, sure thing. You know what I mean? Just don't make it weird. You know what I mean? Because I've seen a lot of stuff that involves, stuff that's not gonna be involved. I mean, so yeah, just don't make it weird, bro. And as long as you're happy, bro, you're chilling. You know what I mean? To each their own. Yo, yo, chill. Yo, yeah, it's gonna put. All right, bro. All right. Next question, bro. Next question. That's not what I meant, bro. Next question. Next question. Let me see. Blast. Why don't we see? Wait, Blast. Why don't we set buy stop orders for CPI? Dude, I spent like 20 minutes explaining how you should do it. like 20 minutes ago. I literally explained the whole strategy on how to set limit orders. Oh, no, no, no. By limit orders, I mean just setting orders in the market. Yo, how many times you gonna what I mean by that is just setting like limit orders, market orders, same thing, same thing. It's just you setting an order in the market that once price goes into it, you automatically get filled. Explain stop loss on CPI. There's no stop loss on CPI. Yeah, there's no. It's either you pass the account or you fail it. There's really no in between. Yeah, yeah. 1 for 1 of the day. But got out early. Wait, bro. These AI videos, bro. You guys are the reason why RAM costs like an arm and a leg right now, bro. Okay, let me see. I'm 1 for 1 of the day, but got out early because we were inside of that gap, bro. I did the exact thing, bro. Now I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I could have made a little more profits on this trade. At one point I was up $390 on the day, but dude, by the time I press sell, by the time I got subs out of break even, I ended for 222 on the day, which I'm still very happy with. As long as I'm not red, dude, I'll even take $10, bro, and I'll be happy with it. I don't care. But yeah, got to follow my rules. Get off for the day, 100%, bro. And honestly, bro, if I don't see anything interesting in the next few minutes, bro, I might as well get off as well. And not force anything. You know what I mean? The last thing I'm trying to do right now is force something. Isn't that a point 0.3 RR? No, I don't think it was a point 0.3 RR. I think it was more of a. Yeah, actually, it might have been. Yeah, something like that. But but yeah. I just had a lot of high conviction with this trade. Guys, you guys know when I see volume markets like this, like pumps like this, most times I don't even care about the risk reward because there's a very high chance that it will probably just rip straight into your price targets, especially if it's close. So as long as you're fast with it, you should be good. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, bro. Reverse, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram or not, but bro, this weekend I was not active at all on Discord because I was renovating my entire garage, bro, and it came out insane, bro. So yeah, if you guys DM me over the weekend, I probably didn't respond, and I got, bro. But yeah. So you're not. We're not hedging. Well, you can. I'm not going to because I don't have any evals to really hedge for CPI. Um, but yeah, apartment tour. Oh no, I don't live in an apartment. I live in a house. I just renovated like the walls and stuff from my garage, like a little man cave. It's pretty fire. But yeah. Anyways, now how guys? Since most of you guys are still in here, surprisingly, how long do you guys want to give the markets until we maybe come back for the PM session, or maybe come back later, or maybe tomorrow? I would say maybe like the thing is, I don't really think we're gonna get anything. I mean, the volume is already dying down slowly but surely. So if anything, maybe a PM session might be better. 10:45, yeah, 10:45 sounds pretty good. We give the market enough room to see if maybe we get like a last second pump or dump, maybe. And if not, then we can come back later or tomorrow. Because regardless, we're still green on the day. Whether you guys are green a little bit or a lot, it's still green. You know what I mean? So we can take it. At the end of the day, it's only a Monday to start off. You know what I mean? So we can take anything to start the week and go from there. But yeah. There you go, man, bro. That from what I saw, most people in here actually ended up holding. What the? Okay, yeah, well, there's just a last second pump. What I was gonna say was most people in here actually ended up holding for PT2. So a lot of you guys should be very, very green on the day. Okay, let's see if we can get with this volume spike here. Maybe another setup going. Oh, and we can also see that ES also took out the level of liquidity here. So we should be bearish soon, right? I mean, I don't know how much higher we really want here. Because ES, remember guys, the whole reason as to why NQ tried going down, but it couldn't hold it down and it actually ended up going even higher into 912 was because ES never took out the liquidity at 7,001. But now that it took it out and we swept both on ES and NQ, we should be expecting lower soon. Maybe it's a I'm not sure actually. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to say that I'm bullish still. I really want to say that I want to be bearish. But dude, bro, my cats are running around like crazy, bro. Anyways, so, but yeah, I really want to say that I want to be bearish, but it seems like we're holding above 912, so I guess 960 might be our next target. I don't understand why, because we took out so many levels of liquidity to the upside already. I mean, how much higher do we want? And plus, the volume is not all that good. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I want to say that we're probably getting a pullback before we see lower. Because look at this. Just like how we pumped up, we pumped back down. But my main purpose of this, the reason why I'm saying I really, really want to say that I'm bearish, is mainly because we took out like four to five levels, no, about four levels of liquidity to the upside already coming to market open. How much higher do we want? And the volume is already dying down already, which just shows that buyers aren't really interested anymore. So it's really, in my opinion, I think it's really all a matter of time until we hold below 912 and 7,001, which we're already doing on ES, until we get enough selling pressure to go ahead and just inverse everything all the way back down. You know what I mean? So it's gonna take a while though, because the volume is pretty dead. So like we kind of agreed on, if we don't see anything by 10:45, like if we don't see like a spike in volume, I'll just get off and run off with the profits that we got today. We're for sure gonna plummet. Maybe not for sure, but we can expect lower. It's just maybe it's a slow grind down, maybe it's a dump down. Or we don't know. That part is kind of impossible to tell. We can only react to the markets. You know what I mean? So whenever it happens, it's our job to react. Right now, we can't really predict it because we don't know what's gonna happen. You know. So for now, let me kind of just set the fair value gaps here, just so we have it ready. So it'll be the fair value gap based off of here and here, pretty much. Y'all, I'm proposing this month. Any tips? Just do, bro. Someone said don't. I mean, bro, if you're sure for it, bro, by all means, fuck it, bro. But if you're proposing like legally, bro, nah, that ass like take care of yourself. Like, bro, you can never love anyone so much to in my opinion, bro. This is my logic, bro. I don't care how much I love someone, bro. For me, I'm always going for the premium, bro. You can never be so sure, bro. I've seen so many people get like literally bent over because of that, bro. Please be careful. Like, I get it. Right now, you guys can argue, oh, but dude, I love my partner. You can never be so sure. Shit happens, bro. Shit happens. And bro, when it happens, bro, and you didn't sign any paperwork, bro, just know that shit's gone, bro. That shit is whoop out of the window, bro. So be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Deadass. Oh my god, my mouse died, bro. Thank God I'm not in a trade. Hold on, guys. Let me where's my charger? One sec, guys. Let me find a charger real quick. All right, guys, I'm back. Hold on, let me plug in my charger real quick because I can't really move my mouse. I hope my laptop has charge, bro, because I always use my laptop to charge my phones. Please have battery. Please have battery. Let's see. Yep, we're good. Yep, there we go. All right, perfect. Anyways, but yeah, bro, back to what we were talking about. Bro, any tips? Honestly, bro, I've never married anyone, so I'm not really one to speak. But dude, for me, I would love to get married at a beach, bro. At sunset. That's pretty good, you know what I mean? It's pretty chill, pretty romantic. Good stuff. You set some flowers on the beach, bro. Like a little marry me sign, and boom, bro. We're chilling. Also, we're not married? Bro. Alright, bro. Marriage is lit. Help me set up my yo, that's my yeah, bro. Bro, you can plan a trip, you know, to PR. It's a pretty nice place, you know what I mean? Pretty romantic and everything. But dude, if you want like a budget friendly thing, bro, for like maybe for less, yeah, 500 budget, right? $500 budget, dude. Beach, sunset. Oh, I don't know where you live. I mean, I'm talking about Miami. You know what I mean? You could do the beach with some rose petals into a picnic with like a marry me sign, you know, some lights. Boom, bro. She'll love you for life right there, bro. Dude, my cats are hyper shit right now, bro. Anyways, is it possible to find a wife? Oh no. No. If you find a wife in Miami, bro, go play the lottery. Wait, bro, seriously, are you reading that ass, bro? How? All right, guys. Once again, for those still in here, kind of like wondering what I'm talking about, we're still waiting for a setup here, so I like to just get a little bit sidetracked to have some fun. Yo, bro, Rich, come on now, bro. Yeah, I do, bro. Back, no. Dude, I always close the door. Let me see. You happy the driver's seat you on your story? Yeah, bro. I'm gonna learn how to drift, bro. Bro, I tried out because I got a new steering wheel, and I've been playing a Assetto Corsa, like a drifting server, bro. I already know what I want to buy next, bro. I want to take that skill that I'm trying to build. I'm only like 3 days in, and I can already gain control of the car. Like I can do like the streets, like the curves and everything, pretty consistently. So I'm gonna give myself like a few months to really practice, and whenever I feel ready, bro, I'm gonna get something, bro. I'm gonna get something, bro, in real life. I already know what I want, bro. I already know what I want. But yeah, bro, because I've tried GT3 and Formula One and all that. It's fun, whatever. But like, I have fun in racing. But bro, once I put my hands on drifting, bro, oh my, I haven't been able to get off, bro. The most fun I've ever had, bro. Isn't this your? Yeah, but you know, I got in an accident, so yeah. Do you drift as you? Hell no, bro. Those wheels, they're not cheap, bro. No. 1994 and 5 6 later, damn, bro. Bro. Nah, but bro, honestly, I will get married maybe in the next few years, but I'm definitely signing a prenup, bro. Dump? Yeah, I know. We're seeing it, bro. We're seeing it. We're seeing it. I mean, we barely have 40 points, so I don't see anything super crazy. But hopefully, this is the start of something to head us down into this inverse. Maybe. Hopefully, right? Anything that gets us out of this type of volume, I'll be happy with. Now we're dead ass dumping a little bit though. We just created a bearish rally gap here. Maybe we can create a gap retracement into the PT down here into the gap. That's a possibility. Let me delete this rally gap here since I'm not really going to use it anymore. Because once again, guys, we're finally bearish, right? We all said that we were expecting to be bearish, right? I mean, shit, we took out like a million levels of liquidity to the upside. It was just really a matter of time till we held below it with enough volume, in which we're getting right now. So two things gonna happen here. So pay attention, guys. So two things can happen. One thing, we first of all, let's get a reference here. Our reference is we're creating a 45-point candle sell-off to the downside, right? Creating a fair value gap, right? Or an imbalance. We don't have a fair value gap yet, but we have an imbalance. With this imbalance, we can do two things. This volume can either be the start of a selling pressure or a bearish trend to head us all the way down into this inverse, which we have a long way to go. So maybe we won't see it this morning, right? Maybe later, or maybe tomorrow. Who knows? Or the more reasonable thing would be we create a fair value gap here. We retrace into this fair value gap. We get a 30 to 35 point rejection. And depending from this rejection, we can get a 1-to-1 trade into the PT inside of the gap. But that's only if we even hold this gap down. I mean, we're kind of bumping up a little bit in this candle. So let's kind of hope that we even hold the gap here. But yeah. Because that could be a possibility. We could look for something like this. Like into a 35-point rejection from me, like around here. We take the entry and then boom, straight to our price target. But obviously, we would need to hold this gap up. Can we stop pumping up? And the gap is gone. All right, well, never mind. Guys, whatever dump we were like super hyped about, it's like nothing happened. All right, well, there goes that. All right, back to reading the chat. David, why didn't we short, bro? Don't start this, bro. Are you still married? Yeah, happily. Okay, so that's good, bro. I'm super happy for you, bro. Obviously, bro, you guys have to marry the right one. I know a lot of you guys in here. Maybe you guys like these. Oh my god, my laptop died. I think. I know you guys like these toxic, mainly Hispanics here. You know what I mean? So obviously, you have to choose wisely. You know what I mean? Maybe because that fits like something that you're into or something doesn't mean you should marry it, because in the long run, bro, you're gonna get exhausted from it. And you're gonna want to run far, bro. So obviously, try to marry the right person. You know what I mean? Try to marry someone that you like lifts you up, not like you know what I mean. David, what's your type? Hispanics for sure. I don't really like I've never been one to really like blondes. Like the type of blonde girls that you see like going to like university and stuff. I don't really like those. I like Hispanics, bro. Like all the people I've been with, always Hispanic. Always. I've never been with like a girl that only knows English. In other words, 9. I'm not gonna say it on stream, but yeah, you fit the description. But yeah. Yeah, bro, I got a blonde and yo, all right, bro. Come on, bro. Yo, thank God I didn't read that, bro. What's your ethnicity? I'm Cuban. Well, ethnicity is Hispanic, right? Yeah, Hispanic. That's the ethnicity. Bro. You speak Spanish? Yeah. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, bro. I speak the most perfect Spanish when I'm talking to my parents, but when I talk to my friends, like I find it awkward. So like, it just sounds weird. I don't know. Like I'm not used to talking in Spanish to my friends or to anyone else, like just my family. And crazy? Oh yeah, no, bro. You got the whole bundle, bro. You got the DLC pack and everything. Are we in shorts? No, we're waiting for shorts. We want to see shorts, but we're still waiting on it, bro. The market's a little bit choppy right now. David, please stop ignoring my question, bro. Oh, bro, the chat's moving so fast, bro, that I might have missed it, bro. My fault, my fault, my fault. How long do you back test for each day? And how long do you recommend to do per day? Now, obviously, I don't recommend being on the charts 24 hours a day. Obviously, that's not very. You're gonna get sick and tired of trading. Like, you don't want to think about a candle going to sleep or anything. You know what I mean? For me, honestly, I would say, okay, how many hours do we trade live trade on you know on on average, 3 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours on average. I would say 2 hours, right? So I back test about 2 hours in the morning, or kind of forward test, because we're kind of trading and learning the markets as we go. um I'm not gonna lie to you guys, nowadays, um max like 4 hours a day. And the main reason for that is because what we trade live for on average 2 hours. Even if we win, for example, today, right, we're green on the day, we're still on, we're still watching the markets, we're getting familiar with the price, the conditions for this week and everything. But when I do my mentorship class, that's about another hour. Before the mentorship class, I'm reviewing, I'm making sure what I want to review. That's another hour. So about 4 to 5 hours a day, on average. Now, back then, when I really, really wasn't as consistent with trading, dude, minimum 8 hours a day. Minimum 8 hours a day. Back testing, charts. Dude, I would eat watching the charts. I would go to sleep watching the charts, everything charts. And I'm not even exaggerating. Bro, I think there's a way to check how many hours you have on TradingView. Like how many hours you've looked at the charts. I don't know how to find it though. Does anyone know how to find it? When did I start trading? I started trading when I was 15 years old, in sophomore year. I started trading. I started looking at the charts. I got very interested in it. I started off with options. And I'm 20, so about 4 to 5 years. 4 to 5 years. Yeah. But yeah. David, do you speak Italian? I understand it when my mom speaks it to me, but I cannot pronounce it. I can't pronounce the words right. But yeah, David, there's still a fair value gap on the 5 minute time frame. It never got filled. Still, I mean, I don't really care what fair value gap we have, whether it's the best fair value gap ever or not. Let's not trade in this chop here. Let's kind of wait for something to kind of explode here in terms of volume and in pressure. And once we get that pressure, then yeah, we can start looking for the setup. But for now, bro, whether we have a fair value gap or not, bro, maybe not. Maybe not. It's best to avoid. After back testing 22 hours ago. All right, bro. Do you find texting, dude, texting in Spanish, bro? I have the most perfect Spanish, but I can't, dude, I can't read Spanish nor text Spanish. All right, bro. Let's do Patrick, bro. So, all right, bro, come on. No, like I can read it, but like very slowly. Like if you guys text me something like in English, obviously I'm gonna like I can read it like in like a blink of an eye. If it was Spanish, I have to like slowly pronounce the word and be like, okay, that word, okay. So you're fake? No, bro, I just don't. Dude, I never went to Spanish school or anything, bro. I kind of learned Spanish from my. I grew up in Cuba, so my family would just talk to me in Spanish and I would understand it, but I never really practiced Spanish like on a book or anything. Like I never read it, I never wrote it. So yeah. There's something that you can read English properly. Well, me too, bro. So you're Cuban and Italian? Yeah. Javier, maybe commentary. I don't know. Maybe I take it because I feel like I can make a little bit more profit on the day. I feel like it. But for now, we're just waiting on something. Now, if we don't see anything, I did say I was gonna get off at 10:45. I'll leave it up to you guys. David, how do you feel about tortas? Dude, everyone is beautiful, bro. Everyone is beautiful in this world in their own ways.
Um, let's just vibe out.
Well, obviously, I have stuff to do a little bit today, bro. I can't just vibe out on Discord all day, bro. Dude, yeah, I mean, are we talking like Gorlock or like, or just a little bit? You know what I mean? I don't know. There's like a limit to it for me, bro. Like Godi Bueno. Who is that, bro? Let me search it up, bro. Hold on. I'm pretty sure that's Gorlock, no? No, it's not. It's not. It's not. Oh shit! I'm sure not stream. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know. For me, I have a limit to myself, bro. Like I have a limit. I'm more of a pan dulce type of guy. What's pan dulce? Let me see. I think pan dulce is like a level below torta or a level above. I've seen it on TikTok before. Hold on. Hold on. Pan dulce. What's up, bro? It shows a fucking. Hold on. What's a girl? Oh yeah. Okay. Me too. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's like my limit for me. That's like my limit. But yeah, David, I have a 100K PA account. What should I build my buffer to? Okay, do you have a 100K full or static? Because there's two types of 100Ks. Full. Okay, let me see. Hold on, let me do some math for you real quick. Honestly, bro. Okay, so to request a payout on a 100K account, you need 3,000. No. Wait. Yeah, you need 1,000 or 100,000, $103,000. Bro, how do you say this number, bro? $103,100. There you go. I'm a little slow. Yeah, you need $3,000 in profits to request a payout. So honestly, bro, 3,000 should be enough. Honestly, bro, yeah, once you get to the bare minimum, you should be able to request a payout. Like, no issue. Look, like you can still keep a buffer. So let me send you the picture. Hold on. Where did you ask this question? Right here. So refer to the screenshot here, and this I'm gonna show it on the screen for everyone. Refer to the screenshot right over here. So for those that don't know, these numbers is the amount of number that you need to request a payout on these accounts, right? So obviously a 50K account, 2,600 you can request, right? So with the 100K account, I feel like even the bare minimum is enough buffer to request whatever payout and still have enough buffer in the account to still keep it alive, you know, even with a few losses. So yeah, and even with the 100K account, you can request I think like $1,000 payout if anything. So yeah, just refer to this here. Refer to this list. If you guys want to go ahead and screenshot it, go ahead. I'm gonna leave it on the screen for like a few seconds. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. But yeah, I feel like with the bare minimum at at $3,100, you should be able to request a pretty good payout. Or should I printed? What the heck do you take shorts from? There's nothing here. From what? One runner left from from the sweep. Okay. I use sweeps for confirmation, not entries. David, are we getting? I'm down, bro. I'm down. Yo, bro, wait. What's this question, bro? Come on, now, bro. Now, guys, once again, for what I'm personally watching for myself, for you guys as well, is an inverse off this 5 minute. But the thing is, it's gonna take a long ass time. Like, yeah, right now we're bearish and we're going down steadily and everything, which is great. But dude, how much gas do we have in the tank to even see a 130-point sell-off for an entry? And then we need more for the price targets. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe we see this later or maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Hopefully tomorrow, because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I wouldn't want the setup to play out with low volume and it just gets disrespected. I would much rather wait for tomorrow, get more volume because of CPI, and then take the setup. I would love that. Does it ever work? Chaji, it could, but nah, it's not consistent. I wouldn't trade there in Asia or London. Just do New York. Stick to that. Bro, you know, I'm not answering that, bro. David, did you take a 5K payout after that day? No, not yet. Not yet. I'm not gonna request a payout because if I do, I can't really trade with you guys then, because you guys know when you request a payout, you can't really trade until your payout gets accepted or approved. So maybe on Friday, I'll be fine. Do you have a prediction for CPI? No, not really. Not really. You're bullish on CPI? Are you guys bullish or bearish on CPI? For me, I really don't know. I don't even know how to read. I don't even know what CPI is. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't know if it's inflation or job reports. I don't know. Inflation? Is inflation for FOMC? No, FOMC is interest rates. Ah, okay, that's right. So yeah, CPI is inflation. FOMC is interest rates. That's right. Or interest hikes, whatever it is. David, thoughts on Dodgy? He's a pretty cool guy. He's a pretty cool guy. I've never met him, and nor have I ever talked to him. But from what I've seen on Twitter, you know, he puts out education, which is all that matters. You know, he might have his little flexy moments, but hey, that's all of us. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, as long as he teaches and you guys make money off of it, bro, by all means, he's an amazing person. Yeah, Dodgy has an inverse. The thing is, he trades off the 30-second time frame, the 1 minute time frame. So for me, it's a little bit different. But yeah, are you gonna be on at 8:30? No, I'll be on at 9:30. I don't really. Dude, at 8:30, I'm gonna be slumped sleeping, bro. David, I'm hoping to get a payout. In the process of buying a house. Congratulations, bro. First of all, what the heck? That's a huge accomplishment. So the payout will help to furnish it. Dude, yeah, look, bro. One thing I'm gonna tell you, bro, is you guys know I moved in 6 months ago, right? About 6 months ago during August. Bro, furniture, yeah, I thought it would be a few thousand bucks, you know, couch, TV here, bed, whatever. Guys, furniture is so fucking expensive. I don't know how. Like, dude, it got to the point where everything that we're buying now comes from Facebook Marketplace. The mirrors, the TVs, everything Marketplace. Yeah, dude, everything Marketplace, bro. Forget about buying new, bro. On Marketplace, you guys can find perfect condition stuff, bro. So if you're moving in, bro, and you need help with furniture, do not go to any of these retail stores, bro. You're gonna get robbed legally. Just do Marketplace, bro. You're gonna find things for steals, bro. Right now, I'm in the process of trying to buy a what's it called, like a drawer for my room, like a big drawer, for like the you know how you have like mini drawers, like a nightstand, and then you have that big drawer, for like to hold the TVs or whatever to put in front of the bed, bro. Someone is selling a $1,500 drawer for $400, brand new, because they don't want it anymore. Literally a steal. So we're trying to get it right now. So yeah, bro, a tip from me, from experience, bro. Look at this dude, bro. For me, guys, from experience, bro, Marketplace, literally a gold mine, like how Gatsby said, guys. So if you guys are moving in or already moved in and you guys need furniture, Marketplace, best thing ever, bro. Everything I've been buying recently, my rugs, my furniture, my TVs, everything Marketplace, bro. Barely cover Marketplace. I mean, dude, I used to use Marketplace to just find cars, but yeah, now I'm literally using it. Do you live alone? No, I live with my girlfriend. I got my VR off Market. I'm telling you, bro, everything, bro. You can get things literally never opened, and people will just sell it for half of the price. You pay rent? Oh, I have a mortgage. I don't rent. I own. Well, I guess you can say I own, right? I mean, David, if you want cheap furniture from Marketplace, go visit the furniture and say you're not interested in. All right, but yeah, that works too. You know what I mean? That works too. Marketplace is a shit, bro. 100%, bro. The only thing is, bro, I think they removed Marketplace from some places in the world. So I hope they never remove Marketplace from here, bro. Yeah, but Brady is my girl, bro. They added an age limit. I can't even use it. Bro, just make a fake account, bro. Fuck it. Make an alt account and just make it like, In Mexico, they're trying to apply tax on it. People are making too much money on there from Marketplace. No way. Yeah, Henry. Yeah, we're talking about Facebook Marketplace. Literally, bro, it's the best thing in the world. Best thing ever, bro. And the best thing is everything is nearby. They're going crazy on taxes in Mexico for real. They're just on Roblox. Sorry, bro. Nah, but seriously, I am about to get off soon, bro. This market is not moving. Thankfully, we got the move for the day. You know what I mean? We got the good move for the day, so we can't complain about that. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, I did sell a little bit early, but I know a lot of you guys did end up holding for PT2, so I know you guys are green as hell. All right. And by the way, if you guys haven't posted your profits over in the profit channel and you guys feel like it, go ahead. You know what I mean? Let me check it out in the meantime. Actually, let me see what we got going on here. Someone said something in the trading chat. All right, bro. Let's see the profits. Okay, so we have a lot here. So a lot of you guys are green, which is all that matters. As long as you guys are making money and are happy with it, that's all that matters. All right, guys. But yeah, I also don't want to hold you guys in here for too long either. You know what I mean? They are liberated with Trump, right? Thankfully for me, obviously, I'm not trying to be selfish or make it. Let me kind of reword it. Um, all of my family, we you know, my family, you know, my mom, my aunt, and everything. We helped like all of my like my grandma, my grandpa, and everyone. Come to my uncle, my aunt, my other aunt, and my uncle, my cousins. We got them to move to the U.S. Thankfully, before Cuba got really really bad. But yeah, bro, over there, bro, it's getting really bad. Like, bro, the streets are garbage, bro. It's horrible. So hopefully Trump does something. You know what I mean? To help them out. That'll be amazing. I mean, have you visit? Dude, the last time I went was back in 2016, bro. Ever since then, it's just gotten bad, bro. For my Cubans in here, I know a lot of you guys in here are Hispanic and maybe but yeah. Hey, thank you, bro. Thank you. Miami got Cubans on the choco. No, bro. It's all the way around, bro. Miami is, bro. Everyone from Cuba comes to Miami, bro. I mean, it's right there. You know what I mean? It's like a 1 hour thing or something, like 1 or 3 hours or something. But yeah, bro. Hopefully something good happens over there. You know what I mean? I love cafe con leche. Yeah, bro. Me too, bro. Me too. And bread with butter, bro. The Cuban bread with butter. It's just amazing, bro. I'm literally gonna have that after I get off the stream, bro. I have a bakery right next to me, bro. Oof, she's amazing, bro. Yes, Brian. Yes, bro. You go from, yes. But yeah, guys, honestly, bro, thinking about that bread, bro, I'm looking getting a little hungry. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. And obviously, I don't want to hold you guys in here for too long, especially if the market's not doing anything. So if you guys want to get off, you guys definitely can. You're probably not gonna miss out on much. Let's try to get on for the PM session. Maybe we sell off into this inverse. Like I said, I'm not gonna lie. I would rather take what I got from today and come back tomorrow with this setup. It will be way better. It will be more volume, more interest, more everything. But if it does play out today, then sure, we can take it. But it probably won't. I'm not gonna lie. It's a very far setup. Like, we would need to sell off like crazy. Like, Trump would have to say something for us to sell off over 155 points to the downside to get an entry. So we can only hope for the best. But if anything, tomorrow is CPI, so we have another day ahead of us. You know what I mean? But yeah. Let's see, bro. EM, bro. But yeah, other than that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off. Hopefully you guys are sitting as green, if not greener than me for the day. And yeah, hopefully you guys are doing good. Hopefully you guys are happy with today. All right, guys. But yeah, other than that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off. I'm gonna go eat, get some stuff done around the house. And if I see something for later, I'll let you guys know. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, guys. Take it easy, guys. I'll see you guys later then. All right, guys. Peace out, guys. Peace. And YouTube, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. Hopefully you guys made some money with us. Today was a pretty crazy day. Let me show you guys the alerts that we've been catching since Thursday. For those that don't know, yeah, Thursday and Friday we did commentary. Today we did alerts. We're back to doing the alert style. Since we're back on track. So since Thursday, we ended up catching let's see. On Thursday, we caught a 100 point trade, then another 60 point trade on longs. Then on Friday, we caught a 80 point trade, and then today we caught a 70 point trade. So once again, guys, if you guys are green with us and you guys want to join the premium to get access to real-time live trading, real-time alerts, and real-time everything, you guys can always click the link in the description to get access to both the indicator and the premium. So if you guys want alerts on your chart, that'll be the first link in the description, which will be the indicator. And if you guys want to get access to the chats, the community, the alerts, the live trading with no delay and everything, you guys can always join the premium with this link over here. All right, guys. Someone here in the YouTube chat said, "Yo, Blast, do you use the prop bot?" Unfortunately, no, I don't use it. I don't have my indicator, or I don't have my strategy coded to that bot. So yeah, I have my own indicator. So if you want to get access to it, You can always join the Discord and get the instructions here. But if you need the link, I can always send it right over here. All right, my man. So if you guys do want to join the premium or get access to the indicator, both links are there. And yeah, if anything, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, you guys are super green, and let's keep it going this week. All right, guys. I'll see you guys.